Now today's story it happened in the Rebbe's presence, and there's a story here with the Rebbe too, but it's really a story about J.J. Hecht. It happened in the Rebbe's presence, and here's the story. As we all know, you see the videos, J.J. was the one should be pointed out that he's an all-American boy, the Hechts. And to a significant degree, even more than significant, the Rebbe built, there were exceptions. Like Gershon Memlegarelik and others, a lot of exceptions, but the Rebbe built really the Deir HaShvi and Shlichus with the American boys. The American boys were the simple fellas, not the maskilim, the great intellectuals, generally speaking. And we're talking about that early generation. I said not steeped in the classic, the Bavitch. But they were the ones that the Rebbe really attracted, as it were, and became the foundation of Deir HaShvi. And one of them is J.J. Hecht. And as you know, he used to conduct the kinnusim of the children and translate the sichos to the children in the bespoken sections. So one of these kinnusim, at the end of the mems of the 80s, Rabbi Hecht says as follows. He tells a story that happened at Tashlich during the time of the Chassidic Rebbe in the late 40s. And this is what he says in front of all the kids in front of the Rebbe. We should really find it. I'm translating it, but better to hear from him because he says it in English. Maybe someone could find it. He said, I'm going to do something, if you know the way he spoke, that I've never done before. And I don't know if I'm conducting myself properly or not. And it's possible I'm going to get, to say we talk, I'm going to get a portion. I mean, from the Rebbe, is going to get, but I'm still going to go ahead because I feel in my heart that I need to do this. And now listen to me well, he says to the children. I want to tell you something about me. It'll take a few moments. So I don't want to take the Rebbe's time. But I feel that since the Rebbe spoke now about Toiv and Yidav and Niglas, the Maimer just ended, we just learned in a revealed way. So I want to seize the opportunity. We're waiting for this. It's for this that we await, that we should be able to see all the brachas that the Rebbe blesses us with our eyes, and especially the Geula through Mashiach that came. So I'm going to tell a personal story that till now no person has ever heard before. When I was a small child, we went together for Tashlich, and we're all the Chassidim were marching to the botanical gardens. This is the time of the Chassidic Rebbe. That's when it started. This someone just sent me. I should send you a description of it from 1940, late 40s, of this parade of the Chassidim down Eastern Parkway in the 1940s. If you can imagine what it looked like then. It was the creme de la creme of New York, the wealthiest synagogues. Well, Richard Tucker sang it. It was the chazan of what's today Oli Torah. At any rate, so we came back. So he said this was a few years before these talks. So this is like 1945, 46, 47. So we came to the courtyard of 770. And the Chassidim were all singing and dancing. And I was a little child. And Hashem gave me a strong voice. And therefore, one year, when the Chassidic Rebbe from upstairs were looking through the window, the Rebbe Shlita, he's talking about our Rebbe, turned to me. I always walked with it at his side. And the Rebbe said to me to get up on a chair. And he told me to repeat after him Avinu Malkeinu, not the classic, that the Rebbe was composing them. And each one that he said to me, I had a strong voice and I shouted it, and the whole call repeated it after me. And one of the Avinu Malkeinus I remember, and it was Avinu Malkeinu Shlach Refu Shleima Lekvei Kedushas Adineinu Mareinu V'Rabbeinu. Our Father, our King, send a complete healing to our Rebbe. JJ concludes, when I came today to this kinnis, I said to myself that it's appropriate to utilize this gathering. And just like then the Rebbe told me to make the announcement, so too we will say to the Rebbe. The Rebbe didn't tell me now to do this, but I feel this has to be done now. To say a prayer together, the Mashiach should come. And like the Rebbe said, in the revealed way, Kinderlach, stand on your feet and say with all your heart and all your soul. And if I'm in error, I ask from the Rebbe forgiveness. But from the mouths of sucklings, of babes and sucklings, implying, quoting the pasuk, you establish strength, and so on. So stand on your feet and say after me, Avinu Malkeinu, Shlach Lonu Ge'aleinu Mashiach Tzidkeinu B'mheira V'yameinu. Word for word, our Father, King, sent to us our Redeemer Mashiach Tzidkeinu speedily in our days, and let's say to the Rebbe together, L'shona Toiva Tikose V'sichose. Quite a moment. Say some homework. For those who know how to do this, we can find this. I'm sure it must be on the internet. If you find it, post it on the chat. I'd like to see it myself. It just says at the end of the 80s. Doesn't say any more than that.
It can't be the end of the 80s because he passed away, Memches. So it must have been towards the mid.
Quoting. So 87.
Yeah.
High up there.
Even 88.
It's clearly no. It's it was the kinusim. It says a kinus in Aseres Mitzvah. Or it could be a kinus just before Rosh Hashanah. It's definitely filmed.